Hey guys, Retro Gamer Joe here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is about how to rig up your PlayStation 2 console to a flat screen TV if you've got AV lead like red, white and yellow sockets at the end. When you sometimes buy PS2s, you might sometimes think, well, my TV doesn't have red, white and yellow sockets on the back of on my TV, just like HDMI, but I've got the wire, but how do I do it? There's your PlayStation 2, that's your console. Now like I says on the back of it, like I says, you've got your power lead and you've got your on-off lead and you've got your AV lead, that's this, right, what goes into the console. And the other end is normally SCART, or like I says, AV lead where you've got red, white and yellow sockets in. And I love playing PlayStation 2 games. I mean, they are quite good, aren't they? I mean, I got this little stand. I got that stand kind of cheap, so I can stand it up. But you might think to yourself, well, I want to play my retro games. I like to play my PS2 games because I'm reliving my childhood in a way where I got them when I was younger, or anything like that. You might sort of like in a way be a bit confused, thinking, well, like I says, I've got red, white and yellow at the end, but my TV's HDMI. There's your sockets. Then you might think, well, I've got my PlayStation 2 lead, I'm not going to rig up to my telly because it's only HDMI only. And this is just an example if you haven't got a red, white and yellow socket on the back of your TV, because some flat screen TVs do, but this is an example. Say you haven't got one on and you've got this and this at this end and there, and you want to rig it up to HDMI, how do you do it? So I'm going to tell you, right, what you do is, I said before, there's a certain box you can buy. Right, this is a certain box and it's this, if you can see it. Right, what sort of like in a way say it can make it into HDMI, if I'm correct, because it is like you can have like 1080p and 720p. Now if you go online you can actually buy one of these. It's got a socket at that end and it's got HDMI at that end, unless I said before, unless you get a PlayStation 2 SCART lead, what will go into the PlayStation 2 and straight into the back of the telly. Now what you do is, I said, you get one of these and then you plug red in there as usual, yellow and white, right? Now that's the beginning, that's the start of the beginning. Now you think, well, you're halfway there and you're going to watch and you're going to play your games in HDMI, and hopefully the picture as well will probably be a little bit better. So you plug that into your PlayStation, you plug it into your PlayStation, you plug the wire end here, right, into your PlayStation, into there. Right, you plug that in there. Just turn it round. Right, get it in. Now you plug that into there, right, and like I said before, you've got this end. Now what you've got to do next, you see you've got an HDMI lead. There's an HDMI lead. Excuse me. HDMI lead here, and then you've got a socket, right? So you've got the PlayStation 2, right? You've got your lead, what goes all around here to the socket, and then you've got this box. You plug the sockets, the red, white and yellow sockets, into this box. Now like I said, you've got HDMI at that end and you've got like a little socket there. Now that's for USB, so what you do is you plug this end here, you plug this end into the socket here. Remember, I've only got two hands, so it's quite kind of not easy to do things with two hands. So you plug that in there, right, and then you've got this. Now this is for power. Like I said, this is to power it. So you plug that into your TV, and then you get sort of like in a way your HDMI lead, and then you plug your HDMI lead into the box like that. So if you look at it now, I know it looks a bit of a kind of a mess sort of thing, but if you look at it, it's actually that's how it should be. You should got HDMI, USB at that end. That's your HDMI lead, and then you've got, like I said, you've got your box, and then you've got your wire and your PlayStation, and then, like I said, now you're ready to go. Now what you do is, now there's the PlayStation. I rigged it all up. I put the power lead in now, and then now you've got to put this lead. You've got to connect all this wire to the flat screen telly. So first thing you do is take it around back at 10. Like I said, I've only got two hands. So you plug that into USB at back of here. You can see it might be a little bit dark, and I do apologise for that. There's your There's USB, and then now you've got your HDMI socket. Oh, it's like a spaghetti junction down here. And then you've got your HDMI socket, and that goes in your TV inside of here. There you go. Now it's all rigged up. Like I said, the telly's on, PlayStation's on. You need to plug it in. Look at it, plug it in. Right, now the PlayStation's on. Now you're going to think to yourself straight away, well, I'm not going to still play my games, but you're all connected. Everything's all connected. You get the remote control, find your channel, go to HDMI 1. And there you go. So say for instance if you've got sort of like in a way you've got like say a PlayStation 2 here, one of these PlayStation 2s, and it's saying it's a normal standard AV lead, what goes out there and goes to the TV in the back. You sometimes might think in a way, well, I've got a flat screen telly, it's got HDMI, but it doesn't have a red, white and yellow socket, and I'm screwed, you know what I mean, in a way where you might think to yourself, well, I'm never going to be able to rig it up, so I'll have to go out and buy a new TV or something, or find an old TV or something, so then I can play my games. But you don't have to. All you've got to do is, like I said, get one of them boxes, right? Get one of them boxes, connect all the wires up as usual, and then that's it. You're good to go. And like I said, it's all rigged up. We're going to put a game in. Let's try a game. Give me a second. Right, so we'll get this game. We'll try this one. Right, we'll try this one. Virtual Cop, because in a way, I used to play it in the arcades. We're going to try that. We're going to stick that in. And there's the game. Press eject. Okay, mate. Now I had to buy a third-party controller because in a way, when I did buy this PlayStation 2, it didn't come with an official PS2 controller, it just came with that one, like a basic one. Now that's the game in. It says data thing, something doing memory card. It's not. It says it's not inserted, but it is inserted. It might need just a little bit cleaner. It might just be a little bit dusty. And there you go. You've got your plate here. And you just press start. And I'm going to let play demo because in a way, I've said, because I've got my phone in one hand, I've got to sort of like in a way film it in the other. So it looks quite good, doesn't it? So now I think the picture, and it looks like I say HDMI, because if you like say when I plugged in a PlayStation 2, when I plugged a PlayStation 2 with flat screen telly and I put a PS2 game on it, it's sort of like in a way the picture wasn't very good, you know, the graphics still looked a little bit squarey, you know, a bit square sort of thing, if you don't mind me saying. And in a way, like I said, we all like to play games what's high definition now, don't we? We like to play games with proper graphics. But if you might remember this. It just tells you all the to do with the like the controller, how to use it. You can actually use a light gun if you've got one. Anyway, that's all you've got to do is, like I said, just go online and get yourself one of them connectors, like adapters, and then hopefully all your games will be like in high definition, you know, through with the HDMI. And I said you can play this with a G-Con gun and the controller. You know, like the PS2 console, but I would recommend really getting the G-Con gun because the controller's a pain in the backside. So, anyway, like I said, subscribe to me and hit the like button on any videos you like, and for more future videos. Thank you.